Yeah. Okay.
Bam. Oh, wait.
Easy Radio, Disruption Networks. Easy Radio, Disruption Networks.
That's a little bit.
We're having technical difficulties today, people. I don't know what the hell's going on today. I'm shuffling through papers. It's EC Radio time. It's Monday. It's Local Music Monday. I should make mention. How are you, people? Hope you're enjoying your Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. And yes, it is working. We are live and direct. Justin, I'm a mess over here, man. Oh, there it is. There it is. I can't forget my sponsor sheet.
Nope.
Can't forget the sponsors. If not for the sponsors, this podcast is not possible. So thank you so much to my good friend Eddie Alsheimer and his fine staff over at EJA Moving Service, the professional movers. When you're ready to move and relocate, hit up Eddie and his crew at 315-335-0516 or ejamoving.com. They'll pretty much move whatever you want. Justin, when Showtime gets ready to go on their full-time schedule again, I think you should hire EJA to do all your roadie work for you.
Hopefully we can afford it, and that's only if our truck doesn't start.
Well, they'll give you the Z discount. I think they'll give you the Z discount.
But that's double, though, isn't it?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. But give them a call today at 315-335-0516. Also, shout out to my attorney, Dave Longaretta, and Utica Coffee. Today I'm drinking the Sumatra, or Brazilian.
Brazilian, you said, yeah.
Yeah, Brazilian.
That's right.
It's drinking good.
I'm drinking the
So
Uncle
good.
Charlie.
Perfect timing, too, because that's a great segue into our next sponsor.
Saranac.
There you go.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were waiting for me.
I wasn't waiting for you, man. I'm just being an idiot. It's a
all right.
Monday. Are you having a Monday?
I'm having a Monday.
I'm having a Monday,
Yeah.
too.
I'm not used to I love having my son, don't get me wrong. We have our weekends are now that I'm not playing, we're having a lot of time to spend with him and stuff so but we get 2 days and then he goes back to daycare for the week. And now I got to by myself, which I haven't had him by myself for a while. So it was 4 hours of just on. I mean, he's on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't stop.
He's not one of those kids that just falls over on the floor after a while, goes to bed. No. He's got to sleep in his crib. So we go Mach 20 for 4 hours, and then he's out like a light for 3 hours in his nap, and then he's up Mach 20 for another 4 or 5 hours, and then he sleeps right through the night.
That's good.
So we're lucky for that, but it's nice. I had him today for a little while. So
Keep you active.
yeah, now my mom's babysitting him right now. So
Oh, thanks, Mom. She loves it, though.
she does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She loves it.
Yeah.
Gets to be grandma for a little while.
Hell yeah.
All moms love that. They do, man. Oh, we were supposed to have a guest today, Kevin Dean, and he also is experiencing Stupid Computer Day.
Yes.
So I think it's kind of bleeding on over. It's it's happening all over the place. Everybody's having Stupid Computer Day.
Right. Oh yeah, stupid computer day. I've had stupid computer month. I had to get a new computer, which I was not looking forward to. I have a MacBook Pros. They last for 20 years. I swear to God, you could at least surf the internet with something from 2001. You know what I mean? But I had a 2015, and had 8 gigabytes of memory, and I'm like, in order for me to stream and do what I wanted to do, I needed 16 gigabytes of RAM. But for some reason, this particular model, they fused the RAM into the motherboard, so you can't upgrade it. You can't upgrade the RAM to 16 gigs. So I had to get a new computer, which my wallet did not thank me, and neither did my wife. So see how that goes.
Yeah, it gets
But
a little.
hopefully I can get on Twitch now, you know. Looking
There you
forward
go.
to that.
Is that coming soon?
Yeah, I'm going to try and go live for a little while tomorrow. Like maybe do a couple hours just
So
to
have you
see.
started the channel?
I've started the channel. I'm on there. I'm on Justin Smithson Music on Twitch is my handle there. And I'm going to try and go live like midday tomorrow, maybe earlier. I'll try to go maybe like 10 or 11 o'clock maybe. I'll just sign on a couple hours, play a couple tunes, and, you know, just get a feel for it. You know, make sure everything's working all right, and then kind of hit it hard the week after. But on top of that, my guitar's broken, so, yeah.
One thing after another.
Yeah.
Man, it's
Getting a
definitely
lot
the
of buzzing
winter
in the strings.
blues
Yeah.
going on
Oh, it's
right
horrible.
now, huh?
Horrible. I can't wait for summer.
Twitch is an amazing platform, and I
Mm-hmm.
love the way the music community is really getting built up in it.
Sure.
There's so many great people out there, a lot of talented people out there on Twitch every
Yeah.
night doing their thing. And the other thing is, too, there's no time restraints. Like, these guys are going, our boy Joe Altieri, he's going for like 4 hours a night.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, dude, how do you do that?
I can't do that when I play live in front of people. I don't know how. I mean, you know, I guess that like with Twitch you can do. I mean, the banter is acceptable. You know what I mean? Like when you're playing out live, nobody wants to sit there and hear how you wrote a song or why you learned the song that you learned or storytellers about this and that. But, you know, Twitch, for some reason, like people dig, like, you know, you get some music history. Oh, check out who played on this track, you know, like play the song and like, you know, so-and-so did this track. Like, oh, that's cool, man. You watch all the people on there, like discussing amongst themselves when you're doing your thing. And it's just cool because it builds like that community. And it's almost like, it's not like Facebook Live where you're just playing to the camera and you got nothing to go off. You know what I mean? Like at least this is like they're talking to you like while you're playing and you can talk back and they you know people dig that. They're not just like shut up and play like they're at the bar, you know. So that's cool.
Our boy's checking in. He's saying banter is very important on Twitch.
Yes.
Interaction is key. It's key for all social medias. And Isaac wants to know what happened to the guitar. What happened to your guitar, bro?
I over the past couple of years I decided since Taupe disappeared off the face of the planet. He retired and moved to Arizona.
You think he's fully retired, though?
I think that maybe he started his business down there so that he could do it at his pace. Because when he left, I mean, it was just constant for him every day. He was just, I mean, everybody sent their guitars to him. So
Because he's very reputable.
oh, he was. I mean, there was nobody else to bring your guitar to. I mean, really. I mean, like you know, Frank Cosmo, Joe Bonamassa, all these guys would come home and off tour, and they would send their guitars to Taupe before they went back out. Joe actually tried to get him to go on tour with him years and years ago, and no, I'll never leave. No, not going to do it. You know, because he was, you know, he's like a sound man. They're all, you know, they got their own little quirkiness to them. You know,
For sure.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I started working on my electrics a little bit, and I got kind of the hang of that. And but an acoustic guitar is a whole new animal because you're dealing with hollowness in the really really thin pieces of wood that you know bend and move and accept humidity and not accept humidity in so many different ways. And the neck is much. It's much more like I don't know. I'm not the word I'm looking for. Sensitive. It's much more sensitive. So, whereas a guitar, electric guitar, you might go like this with a crank on it like this. The acoustic guitar might just go like this a little bit, and that's all you need. You know what I mean? So I'm just not used to it. I might need a shim underneath the saddle, but I'm getting a lot of buzzing when I play. The action's super low, which I like, but I'm getting a lot of buzzing. So.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix your camera, brother.
What's wrong with it?
No, nothing. I just want to center you.
I see what you're doing.
I'm
Okay.
being picky.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm picky sometimes. All right.
But yeah. So Isaac, that's what happened to the guitar, and I unfortunately don't have a backup right now because for some reason I just like expensive guitars, so I can't afford a backup right now. It's really what it's at.
We got to get one in your hands, bro.
Sometime.
Do you have gigs coming up?
I do. I have a gig Thursday at Dick's, which, you know, I'll make it work. I made it work. I was not happy with the way it played or sounded on Saturday when I played it for Tellos with Max Sheldon, which was awesome. We'll talk about that in a second. But I was not happy with the way it was playing or sounding or feeling. Isaac played it, and he said it felt good, but it could be, you know, I think I might try a different thing, too, is I'm using my Kemper that I use electric-wise for, you know, the ampage and stuff like that. I might switch that around a little bit. But it's a constant battle. It's just a constant battle for me.
Yeah.
Tone, man. It's just all. I got to hear the tone the right way, or it's
It's
just
so hard to really dial in a perfect tone.
sure.
And for
really
any
is.
instrument too, whether it's drums or bass or guitar or even piano too. And plus, it's also the player.
Sure.
You know, your tone also comes out of the way you're playing it.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody always says that cliche thing about oh, you know, it's like when guitar players say, oh, you know, my tone's in my hands, that it's like an arrogant way of talking or something like that. I don't believe it's an arrogant way to talk, and I really believe that that's true because, you know, I mean, I could go play on Isaac's stuff, and I'm not going to sound like Isaac, you know, or I go play on Max's stuff on his guitar. I'm not going to sound like Max. I'm going to sound like me.
Exactly.
You know, which is, you know, everybody always, you know, breaks my balls because my electric guitar rig is modeled 100% after Steve Lukather. And the reason for that was not because I'm a huge fan, which I am, obviously.
Plus, you're rocking all the Toto. I feel like you're Toto fanboy today, right now.
Oh yeah,
You got
I
the
didn't even
hoodie
mean it.
rocking,
I
you
didn't
got
even
the
mean it.
t-shirt going.
Like the way that we fold our clothes, like you can't see the T-shirt. So I just grabbed I have like if you open
But
one
you
of
have
my
the hoodie
drawers,
on too.
I have all black T-shirts, so I just threw it on. I was in a hurry and I grabbed the first hoodie I could find, threw it on, and so now I got Toto on top of Toto. But anyway, so I totally
There's no place like home.
I copied his
There's
rig
no
on
place like
purpose.
home.
Yeah, exactly. I copied his rig on purpose because I really, really dug the sound of the amps and the way that he was using his effects. I did not want to sound like him. And that's the common misconception when people see my rig and they're like, oh, you're just trying to sound like Luke. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to sound like him. I want to sound like me playing on his rig. That's it. I'm not looking to, there's no chance in hell. I mean, I could play and practice every day until I'm 90 and I still will be not even near his level. And so I'm not trying to sound like him, but I'm trying to sound like me playing on his rig because I really dig the tone. And it's worked for me. I mean, people constantly come up and they're like, dude, I love your tone, man. And I'm like, it's
The Lukather tone.
it is. It really is, but it's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's still me.
Yeah.
So,
Justin
yo,
came up with an idea today, and I texted you first thing this morning.
yes, you did.
And I'm sorry if I woke you up.
No, you didn't. I was
okay,
very
good.
surprised you were up that early too. I was like, you know, because I never know what time to text you because you know it's you know the Corona coaster still. So
Yeah.
you know maybe you might not be up, maybe you might not have any meetings, you might want to sleep in. So I just wait, you know.
Right. And I woke up this morning with an idea in my head, and I was just like, I gotta text Justin.
Yeah, there's musicians on right now too, so we
Buddy, we need an intro theme song to Local Music Monday. We do. And I think we need to have a competition to see who can write us the best theme song.
Yep.
We have a ton of musicians that we're all friends with, near and dear to our hearts.
Absolutely.
And a lot of musicians watch this show every Monday, which thank you, by the way, for all your
Absolutely.
support. We love you guys. Thank you for the support. But I want to have a Local Music Monday theme song competition.
I'm in.
We need a prize pack, though.
Yeah.
We need, because there has to be a winner, and the winner gets like something. And
Yeah.
like I'll dig into my pockets and like get somebody something. I think maybe a gift certificate to Big
Yeah.
Apple, or what do you think?
GHS guitar strings,
Okay, that's
extra light.
so like a gift basket. Why do like
Yeah.
a gift basket?
GHS were like the worst strings ever, but no, yeah, let's do like a gift basket. Like, I mean, if they're a guitar player, we'll get them some guitar strings and like, you know, different things, whatever. Maybe a gift certificate to Big Apple, you know, let's do that.
That's a
Maybe
good one.
You know, I mean, everybody owes Big Apple money, so I mean, if we give them like a gift certificate, they just throw it on their bill, like I do.
At one point or another, everybody, if you're a musician in the area, has owed Big Apple money.
Thank you so much to Mark and the guys over there. I mean, they
Totally.
really take care of us.
I owed
and
them for $10,000 at one time. Now
Yeah.
we're completely paid off it, but
Yeah.
they're just so awesome about.
They're
stuff
great,
like that.
absolutely, and you know, the way that they take care of the Utica area musicians is just unbelievable.
Yes.
So
So a theme song competition.
Yes.
We need one because we use the EC Radio theme song, but you know what? This has taken a turn of its own. Like this has become its own separate entity, Local Music Monday, compared to EC Radio. So-
Right.
because it's you and I. It's our thing together, you know?
Yeah.
And thank you, too, to everybody out there for all the support in the Sammys Award.
yeah, we find out tomorrow if we made it,
We
right?
find out tomorrow if we made it to the Final Four. Thank you, everybody, for your votes. And if we do make it, we're got to put the full court press on. So everybody go out there and put the full court press on. And shout out to everybody that was also nominated, too, because a lot of our friends were nominated in the same category.
Yeah,
But we need a theme song.
we do.
Do you have any ideas in your head? Like if I were to say Local Music Monday, Justin, what's the first thing coming to your head? Go. Take it away.
80s sitcom themes.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, my idea from the beginning, and you got to remember me talking to you about this. Like, and I want Todd to be in on this too because he's a producer. You know, he's a producer for it and everything. I think that we should do like an 80s sitcom theme where they do like the whole thing where like you whip your head around like this and it zooms in really quick and it says your name under it. You know, like one of those things. You know, like but with an 80s style song, like theme song.
What would we do, baby,
Right.
without
Exactly.
us?
Right.
What do we do, baby? What song was that? That
have
was
no
an
idea.
80 theme song.
It was.
It was like Family Ties or something.
Yeah, it was. Like, oh my god.
It was Family Ties.
Yeah, that was
But
Family
something
Ties.
to
that's
that
right.
effect.
Yeah.
Or do you want a more upbeat 80s theme song? Remember the 70s theme song? If you can think about like what's happening.
Well, yeah,
and
and
stuff,
then-
that was like a little more funky. Like Barney Miller. Barney Miller is
Yeah.
one of my all-time favorite TV theme show songs.
Yep. Yeah.
I love that
Like
song. Just that beat and that, like a lot of that, like the 70s were very funky and
Oh,
jazzy.
sure,
where
sure.
the 80s got a little bit like synthesizer and then
Bubblegummy.
love song.
Yeah, and bubblegummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I would go with anything. I mean, like, yeah, you know, like let's stick 70s and 80s. Let's stick to that.
All right.
Let's, like stick to that as a theme. You know. So like, which way you guys decide to go is which way you decide to go. So I mean, if you want to go the 70s route, then cool. Then I see Isaac doing something funky. You know.
Yeah.
I can see Max doing something like 80s just because it'd be fun.
Yeah.
You know, he was literally singing the Bee Gees into my ear on Saturday. It was awesome.
And he can hit those notes too.
Yes.
Yes. He is Barry Gibb.
Yeah.
Was Barry with the one hit in all those high notes?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Barry?
I might get yelled
Barry
at
Gibb?
by
I don't know, I should know this too. Well,
Bee Gees fanatics, but
anyway, so you're thinking 80s theme song for our theme song here for Local
yeah.
Music Monday.
80s,
I love it.
it's 70s otherwise. You know
70s,
what I mean? Like,
80s.
like, I mean, I could also think of like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rap song. We could do that too. But I mean, you know, I don't know.
Oh, I like it.
But it's something that could feature both of us. Because I
in
mean, like, you know,
East
we don't,
Utica, born and raised. On the streets where I spent most of my days,
Yeah.
cooling out, maxing, relaxing, going out, smoking some weed, and
Outside of the
yeah, that's
school?
I would
Right.
because I wasn't really shooting too much basketball back then.
no. No.
Anyways, I like it. Maybe a rap song, you know.
Or just go all out Slipknot and we'll just have like
Yeah.
have somebody go "Wah!" and that's it.
Real quick and easy.
Yep.
Well, I think the theme song right now is a little bit for the EC Radio is a little bit long. And shout out to John Liebing who killed
hell yeah.
it, man. I love that guy so much.
And now it's in my head, so every day it's like, okay, we're going live, and I go Disruption Networks like that. I'm just like, I just know it. But yeah, we got to do something different.
Something different. So if anybody comes out there with an idea, we're open to suggestions. You can hit us up at Gmail, on our Gmail with disruptionnetwork@gmail.com, or hit us up on our Facebook or any of the
Slide
social
into
media.
our DMs.
Ooh.
Slide into our DMs like Barry White.
See?
Slide in.
I like it. You got that smooth voice, bro.
Yeah, baby.
You got that smooth
Show
voice.
your love.
But if any of you guys got an idea for our theme song here for Local Music Monday, that's the theme around it. That's the title, Local Music Monday. Put together something nice, and we'll have you come on the show, and you can feature the song. We can maybe play it together. We can build it. Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of things we can offer, but definitely want to come together with a prize pack.
Definitely.
Some sort of gift certificate. Maybe you could treat their family out to dinner or
Yeah.
something, or I don't know. We'll think about this.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Other thing we got to make mention too, March 29th, we're having a festival here in the studio.
We are. Yeah, we're going to, social distancing, of course. I mean,
Yes.
we're not just going to throw a whole bunch of people in the studio and, like, hold a party, even though, I mean, I love that. I mean, I'd be down with that, But, we're going to do it the right way and get people in. We're going to have people rotating in and playing. Also, if you're a musician out there and we haven't contacted you yet, we probably will or contact us, slide into our DMs again. And, I mean, we're only looking for like 15, 20 minutes. We're going to have stuff here. Just bring your guitar and your mic. And we'll have everything set up. And we're just going to do like 15, 20 minutes. Then Z and I will interview you. And then you can eat and drink and do whatever you want.
Yes. March 29th. All the proceeds too. We're gonna do a proceed. It's gonna be a fundraiser for the Stephen Swan Humane
Yeah.
Society.
Is there a yard here at all? In this
Like a backyard?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately.
because I was
there's
thinking we could set up like if it's March 29th, it might actually be like 50 degrees out. Like people might want to hang out outside too.
It could go either way. It could be either
Yeah.
50 degrees out or it could be minus 50
right,
degrees out.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Or it could be all 4 seasons in one day. You never know.
Well, we just got the weather just changed again. We were supposed to get 8 to 10 inches of snow. Now we're getting 2 to 4, and then it's sleet all the way after. That's the newest one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so sleet, freezing rain. They said we might even actually see real rain,
Yeah.
which is crazy because, 3 days ago it was 9 degrees below zero. It's just crazy to think about.
Well, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
There is.
There is. March is soon. It's
Yep.
coming. It's around the corner.
It is.
March 29th, though, our little Animals for Animal Jam. Because
Yes.
we do Animal Jam every year with Masucci and Mossy for Bring 'em Down Productions. And obviously, we couldn't do it this year because of COVID.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it for 13, 14 years now.
Yeah.
You know, ever since the Electric Company and on over. And it's been weekend-long festivities. And
Yeah.
so I figured, let's do it this way. You know,
Yeah,
we'll put
I
up a
love that,
Venmo link or a PayPal link for Steven Swan, and,
Yep.
and make some money for the animals. They need it just as bad as the humans
for
do
sure.
too. In fact, they're suffering more than we are because of COVID, and people
Yet
can't
again, another
really
small
reach into their
business.
pockets. Yeah,
Another small business affected.
and they don't get any government funding whatsoever at Steven Swan. It's all on fundraisers and telethons
Yeah.
and everything that
Well,
they
it's
do.
just like
Wiggle
the
Waggle
Utica Zoo,
Walkathon.
the Stanley, all these people, all rely on your donations to stay alive. You know what I mean? And I mean, just the thought of the Stanley Theater ever closing is just like unreal to me. Like I can't even, I just couldn't even imagine. I mean, can you imagine that thing just going into disrepair? It's like,
Definitely not.
no, I mean,
Sad. That would be
and we're
sad.
lucky to have that. We really are super lucky.
Adeline's offering her backyard. She has a great backyard. That could be interesting. And she has
Yeah.
plenty of parking, too, over at MVCC. Johnny Caprero's checking in. How about a benefit for Freddie? I'm glad that he mentioned this because
Yeah.
coming up on March 8th on this very program,
Yep.
Freddie Pepperatta Jr. is going to be on the show, and we're
will
going to
be.
have a tribute show to Freddie Sr.
Absolutely. Do a lot of talking. I hope he brings some stuff in, some old pictures and stuff. And, it'd be nice to talk about Freddie.
Yeah.
I mean, gone way too soon and somebody I never thought that we'd be having a tribute show about at this
know.
point. You know what I mean?
What a great human being.
He was an incredible human being.
He loved to entertain.
Yep.
Great voice. Did it for so many years.
Yep.
And I know Freddie, his son, has a CD out, a compilation CD
Yes.
out. So they're out there selling them.
All to benefit the family and Freddie's memory and everything like that. And I was lucky because like we talked about many times on the show that the busier bands, we don't have a chance to go out and watch each other play because we're always gigging. And there was 3, 4, 5 years or so that we did the Kelly's Christmas CD that Freddie was on the CD with us and he was there every day. And just to be able to do that with him was and get to know him even more was just one of the highlights of my life, hands down. So
Guy had such a cool demeanor about him.
oh my God, I mean he was the man. I mean it was like watching a Hollywood celebrity walk through the door every time. It didn't help that no matter if it was dark out or not, he was wearing sunglasses and he looked like he had gold chains. I mean the guy walked in like a rock star everywhere he went, and so he just commanded. I mean it was like everybody would just turn like this and look. Oh, Freddie's here. You know what I mean? And it was like you couldn't wait to just chat with him. You couldn't wait to talk to him and hear him. He'd make you laugh, and he'd laugh, and he was just, yeah.
One of the Sistai brothers were telling me that everything changed for the better every time Freddie walked into the room. Like they would be in the middle of a jam, then all of a sudden Freddie would come in, and everything would just get kicked up a couple notches when they were getting ready for some of the CNY All Stars that they were doing over at the Stanley.
A lot of people don't realize too what history he has in the area with not only all the bands that he was in and what he did. But, I mean, he was with Pepe's Pizza for so long. I mean, that was, making just you walk in and see Freddie making the pizzas. You know what I mean? But, that's when I met him before. But that was, believe it or not, the first time I ever met him was at his pizza place and not out playing a gig. But, he was, as far as I'm concerned, the person that invented Raising the Roof in 1994. And when we first started playing, he was raising the roof with his band that was playing. And we thought it was the neatest thing because he would do this like shimmy like this, and then he would go like this, and then he'd shimmy back like this, and he would do this thing like this. And I'm like, what is that? He goes, like raising up the roof, he would say, like kind of just, doing this. And I was like, fucker invented it.
No
he
doubt.
did. And somebody saw him do it, and they stole it. That's what happened.
What band was he in back then?
He was back in the 70s. I think he played with Joey's dad, Joe Sr., in a band called Flame.
Wow.
And we'll have to talk to Freddie Jr. about the other ones because I get them mixed up, but obviously most recently Soul Injection. But there was I forget the band that he was in the 90s. Somebody, if Johnny knows, if he was to say it, I would know the name of the band. He would say it. I'd be yep, that's it. But yeah.
It slips you. It's all good.
Yep.
So that's coming up March 8th.
March 8th. That's
Local
gonna be
Music
awesome.
Monday. We're going to pay tribute to Freddie Pepperatta, and it's about time that we actually get to do this. I
Yes.
was looking forward to doing this before.
Well,
and
think
it was
about
so sad
how
when
much
he
sooner
passed.
this would have all happened if there was no COVID. I mean, we would have
Yeah.
all been out like within a month. I mean, and I hope that nobody in Freddie's family or anybody thinks that anybody cares any less about it. It's just we're waiting for the right time to get out there and really
Right.
show the support that he deserves. You know, and
Exactly.
there will be a huge bash. There's going to be a huge bash at some point. You know, I mean, I'd be interested in doing a Freddie bash every year where we just get together and like, you know, the guys from Soul Injection, you know, and some of the older bands that he played with could be like the house band, and we'll just all come up and sing with him. You know, something like that where it'd be just a fun night to remember all the times that we got to spend with him. So
Great idea.
Yeah.
After this crap is done and we're off this Corona coaster, we are definitely going to have some huge bashes.
oh yeah.
There's going to be quite the festivals going on, and people are itching for it, man.
Oh, your mom's out. Come and knock on our door.
Oh, that's Three's Company,
Yeah,
Mom. Three's Company, but yeah, that's it. We got a lot of stuff going on though. So we got the theme show song competition.
Yeah.
So we're challenging all our local music friends, even if you're out there in California, I don't care, and you're watching this show and you want to write a song for us for Local Music Monday, we'll give you credit. We'll figure out some kind of prize back.
Absolutely.
We also got our benefit for Stephen Swan Humane Society, which is happening on March 29th here in the studio. I know Max is going to play. Mark Macri is going to play. You're going to play a little bit,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Jay Schnitt's going to play. We've got a couple other people that are they're interested in
I might
playing.
actually get Sean to come and play. Maybe if we
Who's Sean?
big crap. What the heck? What does he go by? Big
Bird?
bird,
Big Bird?
that's sloppy.
I don't know. I
Big-
never
big-
heard of them.
Big sloppy. I don't know. Either way, he works at Subaru, and I heard he's got a good voice and can sing a little bit. So.
Ah, cool.
yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, whoever. We'll
bring
open
him
the door
down,
to
yeah.
anybody. Amateurs, pros.
Yeah.
We got, whoever.
We got to figure out a song for Rainbow if he shows up, though.
Okay.
Got to figure out a song to play because he.
Well,
he
Rainbow
can't-
doesn't have his own mic, and that's not if Rainbow comes into the place, it's really not considering social distancing.
True story,
You
because
know-
he's going to be talking and spitting on everybody.
It
so.
just goes everywhere, dude. And Rainbow's not masking up.
No.
No, Fauci's saying everybody should wear 2 masks.
Yeah.
Rainbow should wear like 4.
Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, you figure like, however long it lasts on clothes and different things. He's got an instrument. He's got clothes he's worn for 3 weeks. I mean, how much COVID could possibly be on? I mean, he's like radiating COVID right now. And I feel bad because I mean he's a social guy. You know
He
what I
is
mean?
a social
he really
guy.
enjoys it, and I enjoy talking to him because it's funny. We talked about this before. How he's got his persona. He's got his shtick. You know what I mean? Everybody sees him. Oh yeah, and he screams and yells. And you get him alone in a car,
Yeah.
or alone in a room, and it's like all of a sudden he's like, "What's up, C?"
He'll inspire you.
Yeah, and
He
then like
will.
he'll start talking about
He'll
some kind
drop
of like.
some knowledge on you. They'll blow your
You'll just
freaking
be like,
mind.
who am I talking to?
Right.
And where the fuck did Rainbow go?
Yeah. March 29th, though. That's going to be a good time. Oh, anybody else? Can you think of? Mark Max is going to play. Jay Schnitt, yourself, maybe Sean. There was somebody else too, and I think I'm forgetting somebody else. But we're going to start at noon. We're not. It's not going to be just an hour show.
Right,
We're
we're going to start at noon,
show.
do a 3-hour show. 3-hour show. Sorry.
We're going to open up the studio and
Yeah.
have a little party.
There's actually something behind this black screen right here.
Yes, it's a green screen. Anyways, I'm looking forward to that, man. So, what was your weekend like playing with Max?
Oh, dude, it was cool. So I got a few things. So Gary Johnson's been out now because he finally got surgery on. I guess there's 2 tunnels in here. There's the carpal tunnel and some other tunnel I can't think of the name of. Maybe
The Holland.
The Lincoln. I was going to say the Lincoln Tunnel or the Holland Tunnel, but he had surgery on both the tunnels, I think, and the other one he's got to get done in like 2 weeks or so. And so he's like out of commission for like a month and a half. So I hate playing gigs by myself. I'll do it if I have to. I don't really care to because I like the camaraderie. I like to play, off at different people, and it's fun. So this past Thursday, I've been doing I did a couple shows with Sean a couple weeks back, and then this past Thursday, Matt McGlory joined me at Dick's, which was a boatload of fun.
Yeah.
It's always a lot of fun.
Just the 2 of you? Just you and Matt?
Yeah, it was just Matt and I, yeah. And then we on Friday, once again, back to the fact that I hate playing by myself. I had to go to Hotel Syracuse and play a wedding. For the first time in the 27 years I've been playing music professionally, I had to play a wedding by myself. an entire wedding. So I went all out. I brought my like my computer so I could like DJ the songs. I didn't know that they if they wanted them or not. And thank God this couple was so laid back because it was like they stuck me. Like, have you ever been in the Persian Terrace?
No.
Up there, Hotel Utica, right at the lobby. As soon as you come up the stairs in the main entrance, right to the left, there's like a banquet facility, and it's like called the Persian Terrace. It's beautiful. And there's 2 levels. There's one level that's like the stage and the dance floor, and then another level which is where they put the tables, and they stuck me in the back corner over there. Okay? They decided they wanted to do their dances on the dance floor. Now I only have 1 speaker. That's all I own. I'm a one-man acoustic band. You know what I mean? So I got 1 speaker. So I'm like facing it out, and they're going to dance on the dance floor no matter what. They're going to do their first dance because they got okayed by the hotel. No fast dancing, but we could slow dance to, your songs. So they had this like rap / weird song about getting married or whatever that they wanted played, and they sent me this YouTube link. And so I got it on my computer. I got it all. I hit play on this thing like 5 times, make sure it was queued up, ready to go. I'm like, good. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. blah, blah, blah. They come walking in. I hit play on the thing. I'm like, this is great. Nothing. I turn around. All of a sudden, I hear this like shit going. I'm like, oh my God. I mute it quick. It's a freaking ad on YouTube. Okay? But it wasn't like one of those ads that was like skip ad in 3, 2, 1 like that. No. It was one of those ones that lasts 15 seconds. And then you have to wait for the whole ad to finish, and then your thing starts. So here they come running out like this. Silence. And silence for 15 seconds at a gig or on a radio show or on anything is forever. And so, like, finally the song started. They got about 10 seconds into the song. The photographer looks over at me like this. Go ahead. Go something else. And so I had to do the first dance. Finally got that set up. After the first dance, she danced with her dad, and he comes up. He's like, man, can you turn it up a little bit? We can't hear anything down there. I'm like, dude,
I got one
fucking speaker here. What do you expect me to do right now? But I'm like, I'll do what I can. So I max out everything. I'm cranking it. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, that's good. So then it fast forward to, I'm sorry, I'm rambling now because this
No,
is...
do it, bro. I love this.
I called my wife, and she was crying. She was laughing so hard. So I'm like, okay, there's my one-off. That's a mistake that's going to happen. Everything's going to go smooth now. Time for speeches. Best man, maid of honor. The woman from Hotel Syracuse says, I need 2 announcements. Make sure nobody's standing up without a mask. And number 2, we have a buffet, and so we're going to call everybody by tables. So maid of honor gets done. She comes walking off. I go, all right, everybody, just make sure you're masking up when you stand up, and we're going to get started with dinner. And I hear, hey, no, wait a minute. I look out. I didn't realize that they had a matron of honor, too. She's got a speech to make. The audacity, she says, but she's breaking balls. You know what I mean? So thank God it was just, but like, I'm like, oh my God. I mean, could this get any worse, man? And
where's the wedding planner? Was there a wedding planner?
No. And this was
that was you.
They were.
You were double dipping.
Well, what happened was they were going to get married. They had like a whole wedding plan from like a year and a half ago, and it was going to be at Del Lago. And Del Lago canceled them with 3 weeks before the wedding, and so now they got to call everybody and try to get everything moved to Hotel Syracuse. They called me. Or actually, this was supposed to be Gary's wedding, and because he was going out for surgery, he had recommended me. And
he's not going to recommend you anymore.
Well, I don't think anybody should, because I cannot say no to anybody. Like, I mean, even if I wanted to, I can't lie. So I can't be like, oh, I got to get a gig. So, So, yeah, so I had, last week was just really stressful. So I played a wedding a funeral on Tuesday, and I played a wedding on Friday. And then I played with Max on Saturday, which we never played together before, like a full show.
I'm surprised.
Like, we've done stuff where like we've gotten on stage and played a song together, or like I'll come up and sing harmony with him, or but we actually had a gig booked, and it's Max will laugh because I was breaking his balls about it before, but over the years with Showtime, I've always had to be on time because I'm the baby of the band. So if I'm not on time, I get screamed and yelled at. The oldest guy in the band, if he's late, nobody says anything. It's one of those things. So I'm kind of like sick of getting yelled at, so I just started showing up on time now. I just get there when I get, a couple of minutes early even, So Max is like, I'm going to be there at like 6:15. So I show up at like 10 after 6. And now I'm staring out the window waiting for him. Nothing. 6:30, 6:35. Now we got to start at 7. He rolls in. We never played a song before. I had no idea what we were going to use. I didn't think we had a little bit less room than we thought we were going to have. So I walk out. I'm like, what do I got to grab? He's like, hey man, what's up? And I'm like, nothing. what's going on? I'm like, now I'm trying to like relax because like I'm totally on a different wavelength at this point because like I'm the guy that like just get my shit in there, get it set up, and then I'll sit and relax for a little bit before I got to play. He's just, I wish I could be like that, man. He was just so cool and chill and nonchalant. She's like, everything's good, man. I'm like, okay. I started to chill out a little bit, and I'm like, all right, this will work out. And then, like, we could play like 40 or 50 songs together probably, but we ended up playing like 10 songs. And I think that, you know, he might have been more comfortable playing by himself, you know, than trying to wing it, like, which is what I do all the time. I just wing it. I don't care. And so we started splitting up. And then Isaac French was there, so he got up and did a couple songs. And then we had like the bartender sing, so she got up and sang a couple songs. And it ended up being like such a cool show. It was just so cool. And like being able to play a gig with Max was really cool because I mean he's obviously super talented. And like he's doing songs that like I forget, there was one song he did, it was an 80s song. I'll remember it, but he did this one song. I was like, damn, man, I would never think to do that song. And it's like super cool that like he, not only is he doing the song, but he's doing it like so well. You know what I mean? And it's like just sitting back watching. And I'm like, man, once again, this area is so filled with so many uber talented people. And it's just, it's, everybody's itching to play too. Everybody's dying to play.
I like that cover album Max did.
Yeah.
When he did In Your Eyes by Peter
In Your Eyes.
Gabriel.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
And the video is great. Everything. Like, just everything he does is great. And I was just telling you, too, that the cover of Crawl is almost done.
Yeah,
Dave
nice.
Borges' Crawl is almost done.
Which is a song of yours. Everybody should know that.
It was a song that was written by my friend Mike Berdissi and myself. And, yeah, Dave wanted to do it. And
has Mike been clued in on what's going on right now?
Yeah, I asked Mike, I asked his permission. I said, do you think it's okay if they cover it? You know, it's up to you, you know, because I'm cool with it. And he's like, oh, my God, I'm honored. That's great, you know. So, which is, you know, if you don't have the reaction, then I don't know, like, anybody that wouldn't have their, I mean, I'm a local artist. I mean, somebody wants to cover my song. Like, really, dude? You really want to cover my song? What? So, yeah. So, like, you know, but it was cool. Dave's let me do a couple things on it and stuff, you know. So I was lucky to do a couple guitar parts, and I'm doing some harmonies, and Max singing lead. So
he's singing the whole song.
Max is singing the entire song.
He's also saying Crawl is sounding great, too.
It is. It's sounding great, and the backing vocals are coming out. You know, did a couple of different things. I get to play guitar solo this time, which I didn't in the original. So, you know, it's just you know, we had a lot of fun with it. And Brian Russ up in Oswego is he played bass and he's doing the mixing and stuff. So, which I believe he did. Max, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that he worked with you on your album too. I might be wrong, but I think that Brian did his album too. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Super excited for you, bro. This
Dude,
is awesome.
Yeah, it's been quite the week and months leading up to here.
Yeah,
so.
The Corona Coaster.
Yeah, the Corona Coaster.
We've been on it.
I got
for a
one
while.
gig this week though. That's the Corona Coaster for you. That like last week was like this.
Yeah.
This week is like. I got one gig this week, and it's just like.
Where are you at this week?
Dick's.
Dick's.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Thursday.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's playing though. If Sean's out there, I don't know if you want to play this week or not. I don't think Max can play this week, but I'm trying to get him into the fold too. So maybe the week after I'll have Max and.
Oh, this Sean guy you speak of plays music?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. I mean, he's kind of like a rainbow guy, but he like hangs around Dick's sometimes.
No wonder why I haven't heard him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't shower very often. He's got like 10 kids or something. I don't know. Yeah.
So Dick's on Thursday by yourself, or are you planning on having whoever else? That's the cool thing about you and your Dick's gig.
Yeah.
On Thursday nights, and those who don't know, Dick's is a bar here in Utica, Dick Smith's. That's the cool thing is though, because you open your door to all these great musicians, and people just come in. If they're in the house, they get up and play. If they're not, you know.
Well, I mean, at Dick Smith's, when we started, I mean, it was just we were both playing. Sean and I were both playing with Showtime, and you know, obviously, you know how busy that band is, and it's very serious. I mean, you know, we play. I mean, like for us, we take it really seriously, and we play like a lot of serious music. I mean, you can't really go get hammered and play Styx or you know a lot of those like. You know, different prog stuff, you know, anything. You can't like do like a lot of the songs that we do and be wasted on stage. I mean, you could, but it was selling shit. But so like, you know, Dick's it ended up being like our fun night. You know what I mean? Where we were just like, you know, just let loose, do like 15 shots, like freaking. It would just, you know, just get the crowd involved. I mean, just be stupid, you know. And people kind of, I guess, people like that. So I mean, they kept coming, and you know, we would do it every Thursday. And every Thursday, even though we would play half the songs we play were the same songs every Thursday, but it would end up being different. We'd throw different lyrics in, or you know, I'd fuck up and stop the song and yell at Sean or something. You know, I mean, just stupid shit like that. And then all of a sudden, these musicians started showing up, and I'm like, man, now we gotta play good. You know, there's other musicians coming in here, and
step up my game.
Yeah, and so we step up our game, and we get off the stage, and the musician would go like, "I thought you guys were fun." Like, what do you mean? And it's like, well, we heard you guys like let loose and have a good time. I'm like, well, I'm just trying to play good because you're here. You know, no, I want to see. You know, so like all these musicians were showing up to see us goof off and be assholes, and I think they kind of wanted a night for themselves too, like to just and. But it is really funny, people who haven't seen poor Tim at Dick Smith's before, when they show up and they want to we want to get you up a jam. They're like, no, man, no, I don't feel comfortable, you know. And it's like to try and get another musician to get up on the stage to sing with us being a complete assholes on stage is really hard, because like they're so used to like how we were in the beginning, being super serious and like taking our craft really serious, which we do. And even on Thursdays we do. I mean, there's some songs we'll play and we're like, man, that sounded pretty good. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we goof off a lot, you know. So, but we welcome, you know, anybody that wants to come and jam. I mean, you know, at this point now, it's like, bring your microphone, we'll plug you in. You know what I mean? But that's how the Poor Tim band got started with Matt. I mean, Matt McGlory has been our keyboard player for like 5 or 6 years and never paid him. We just gave him our tips. We just put the tip jar out, and you know, sometimes he'd make $20, and sometimes he'd make more than Sean and I did a piece. You know, I mean, it just depended. And you know, Lenny came and joined us for a while, and Lenny Jr. that is. So sometimes his dad will come and play with us, and Joey will come and play, and every once in a while Jeff Moyer will show up and bring a bass. I mean, Gary brings a bass every once in a while. So I mean, it's a fun night, man. It's just so much fun.
Nice. And you guys have been doing it for so long now.
God, I don't even know when we started. I don't even know.
Now, will that end when summertime comes rolling around this year?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it all depends, because if Saranac, God willing, Saranac comes back this year, it has to. I mean, we need it. You know, it's like we need something. You know, even if it's done in a way where they only let a certain amount of people in and space them out, put cones out, I don't know, whatever they got to do, but I think it needs to happen just because we need some sense of normalcy. But usually before Corona, we stop the weekend before Memorial Day, because Saranac starts the week of Memorial Day. And then they always end up extending it a week in the Labor Day week. Yep. So we'll start the week after that, coming back into Dick's.
Gotcha.
So usually our last hurrah is Sean and my birthday is like right along the last week that we play there. So he's 4 days older than me. I like to remind him of that.
When's your birthday?
May 19th.
May 19th?
And his is the 16th, yeah.
Ah, cool.
Or 15th, sorry, 15th.
Great way to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you have memorable birthdays.
Or
non-memorable. Nice, brother.
Yeah.
Nice. So the challenge goes out to everybody on this music competition that we're doing, this theme song competition. If you guys feel like, and most of you guys are just sitting around the house anyways. I mean, the least you could do is write us a theme song, right? Come on. Don't get all lazy on
Not
this.
like you guys ain't doing anything. Shit, just, you know, do what we would do. Drink 40 beers and write a song.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah. But no, hopefully we get something good, and we'll figure out a prize back. But we'll talk about it a lot. Also, thank you to everybody out there that's been voting for Local Music Monday for the Sammy Awards. I'm telling you, man, it's cool that we've got such a great support staff behind us with this competition. And thank you to everybody that's been voting and
Hell yeah.
voting every day. And you know,
it's incredible.
It really is, man.
You know, I got shout out to Chill with Rick too. I mean, that guy's still in it. I love it. I mean, the dude's killing it. Right
Rick's
now.
killing it, man. Shout out to Rick too,
Absolutely.
man. Rick's a good man.
Super dude. Yeah.
And our unofficial sponsor, Tim Moyer, he's in it as well.
How, I have no idea. I mean, I think it's because of Ollie. I think it's Mike Oliver.
Right.
I really think, you know, they finally got
and
a good
Matt.
Well, Matt's angry, and Matt's funny because he's angry.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they finally got a good looking dude there. Mike Oliver, he's a good looking dude sitting behind the drums. They got that little tiny drum set. You know, people are signing in now to just watch that. They're like, oh, look at that nice looking drummer there playing those little tiny drums. That's what they're doing.
Shout out to Wind Down, though. Tim's been
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
He's killing it over there. Also, Joe, our boy Joe Altier is killing it too with Tunage, so he's also nominated. Justin, I apologize. Somebody did make a comment towards you.
Oh boy.
Hang on, and I have it right here. Colleen Roller said, "Lesson learned: download YouTube videos as MP3 beforehand."
Yeah,
During your wedding is
definitely lesson learned. I mean, here's my lesson: I'm never playing a wedding by myself ever again. That's the first lesson I learned. Second one is sign up for the 7-day trial of YouTube Premium before I play a wedding.
There you go.
That way I can just play it. You know what I mean? Nothing will happen. But yeah. No, you're right.
No commercials, all interrupted.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Crazy.
Oh, it was insane.
Uncle Groovy checking in. Thank you, guys. Everybody out there in Facebook land, if you could do us a favor and click the share button, help spread the word of Local Music Monday and what we're doing here every Monday. Next week, we got Phil Arkeri coming in.
I'm excited.
That'll be fun to talk to Phil.
I had a lot of history with Phil. He sold us our very first band equipment when we first started. Yeah,
Like
it's
a PA?
3P. Yeah, our first PA, because he was working at Big Apple in Utica. And sold us the first PA, and then they opened a satellite office in Ilion, and he ran that Big Apple Music in Ilion for, I don't know, 2 years, maybe 3 years. I don't even know how long it was, but he ran it for a while. So I got my first real guitar from there. It's like, so I got a lot of history with Phil. It'll be fun.
Cool. It's going to be fun to watch you guys reconnect.
Definitely.
And then the following week after that, Mark Sistis is coming on.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to him. And then the following week after that is when we do the Freddie Pepperatta tribute show.
Yes. So for Sisti, do we get an Uber? I got to get an Uber, probably.
Why, you think he's going to make you drink? Is this going to be a drinking game show? Every time we mention somebody's name, we'll start drinking.
Yeah.
I like those.
Maybe we'll have to make it any of his brothers' names. If we say any of his brothers' names, we have to drink.
We'll probably figure it out on the fly like we usually do. Kristen St. Ninja and I are listening. We love you, Justin.
Yes, the Sleepwalking Ninja.
The Sleepwalking Ninja?
Sleepwalking Ninja.
Okay.
I'll tell the real story. I mean,
Tell me the
basically,
story.
he is, I believe, a black belt in karate. That's where the ninja comes from. But he sleepwalks at night, and he comes into the kitchen and eats all the sweets. So if there's pie, anything, he'll just eat it while he sleepwalks and says crazy shit and then goes back to bed. Yeah.
Interesting.
But he's also a singer, too, so he comes up and sings with us at Fratello's and stuff when we play there, and it's a lot of fun. So
Gotcha. Big ups to Brian, too, over at Fratello's. Man, I've known Brian for so many years. He's always been super cool.
Yep.
Such a great dude. He came in the studio, I think last year for the Uncle Louie Christmas party. Brought us a whole bunch of food and chicken riggies and stuff. Yeah. Just a beautiful human being, man.
He really is, yeah. And everything he touches turns to gold. That's incredible because he's really works hard and he's a really, really good businessman.
Yeah, and he's a really, really good guy, too.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep. And I just got close with his son Colby, who is just like him. I mean, and it's just like they're awesome over there. Nice. Everybody knows what they're doing.
Nice, Justin. You're awesome, Justin Smithson. I appreciate everything you're doing here over at for this podcast that we do every week.
I look forward to it every week, man. I get excited and
Can you believe we're up for a Sammy Award? No. This has kind of turned into like, hey, what are you doing for the next month? Let's just do this thing.
That's what I mean. Because I swear to God, when the Corona Coaster first started, it was like just 2 weeks until we could flatten the curve.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks turned into a month.
Thinking a month, yeah.
And it's like, okay, maybe another month we'll have to deal with this. Let's just do something fun. You know what I mean? And then here we are, almost a year later.
We're coming up on a year.
Yeah.
A year. It's going to be 1 year. On March 29th is our 1 year anniversary, and that's exactly why we're having that little festival and a little tribute to Stephen Swan Humane Society.
Hell
too.
yeah.
So something that just came out like, hey, Justin, you want to do this thing with me for a month or two? And you're like, yeah, sure, no problem. And now here we are a year later, and we have a possibility of winning a Sammy Award.
Yeah.
So unbelievable.
It is. It really is truly
Mind-blowing.
unbelievable. I still have you figured out who nominated us yet?
Yeah, I do actually.
Oh, you do know?
I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah, all right.
But yeah, I do know who.
Because I asked my mom, it wasn't her.
Yeah, and it wasn't my mom, and it wasn't Moyer, that son of a bitch.
Well, yeah, because he wants to win. He doesn't want us out there with him.
The whole time I was thinking it was him, but thank you so much, Justin. This has been a great ride, and I look forward to continue on. And we really haven't repeated a guest either, other than Bob Aquaviva, because we had to do a back-to-back.
Yeah, we do like there's certain people that will get a part two. I think everybody will end up getting a part two at some point. You know what I mean? And it's good because that we only run an hour because I really think that saving conversation works out for us because it gives us an opportunity if we want to have a part 2 with somebody that we bring them in and we can pick right back up, where we left off and keep talking. You know what I mean? Keep rolling through. So.
Moyer's saying it was his mom that nominated us and nominated his show too.
Really?
Well, thank you, Mrs. Moyer. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
See, there is a cool.
Well, she's a sweetheart. She really is. She's a sweetheart, and I can't say the same for Tim, but
Tim's a sweetheart too. I'm gonna stick up for
Jeff.
Moyer.
Thank God Jeff puts up with him. I'm just kidding. I love you, brother.
Yeah, and you're killing it on Wind Down, bro. Keep up.
Hell yeah.
Keep it up. I love what you're doing, and you're really growing some stuff. And I'm interested to see everybody's growth in a year from now.
Yeah.
Because everybody's been stuck in a house. And I imagine even when gigs do come back, people are still going to be on their Twitch because that live streaming thing is not going away.
Yeah. No, it's not. Do you think there's any other harder working musician in the area than Tim right now?
He's really killing it, dude.
To see the amount of work, like we get to see behind the scenes, how he's built this whole thing, like doing the Wind Down thing. I mean, he's kept it going. When everybody started playing out again, he was like, nope, I'm going to still go because this is the future. This is what we need to do. And he kept his audience. And now, when everybody else is just trying to build it back up again, he still has it. You know
not
what I mean?
only that, but he reinvented his career, too.
Yeah.
Outside of the music industry, in the entertainment world, of GP Entertainment, he definitely reinvented himself.
Well, the best part is he can go right back out and play tomorrow if he wanted to. You know what I mean? And still have the crowd. So, I mean, it's, hats off to you, man.
All right. No more stroking Moyer's dick anymore on
I know.
this.
Oh, my God. He's not going to be able to fit out of his office door.
Much love to all you guys, though. Thank you so much out there in social media land. And if you are watching on Facebook, click the share button and keep clicking those downloads. Our downloads are doing really well, too, on the podcast side of things.
That's great.
So it's great. And thank you. Keep clicking that download. And if you guys are listening to us on, Apple and Google, give us a 5-star review. Please,
yeah,
it helps.
Are we a separate show on there? Or is it all
no?
on
And I gotta make it separate.
Right.
But I do label it Local Music Monday.
Okay,
and I don't even put
because I'd be curious to see we
need to split it up.
Yeah,
it's time to split it up, and I think it starts with the theme song.
I think it should. Yeah, we'll make sure that by the time the theme song airs, that it will be its own separate entity.
Yeah,
we can make that happen.
Yeah,
right.
We will. We'll split it off too. Awesome, man. So one gig this week over at Dick's.
Over at Dick's, yeah.
And
I'll be there with somebody.
We'll be there with somebody? Cool. Make sure you support your local music people. That's what we preach here on Local Music Monday. Before we do get out of here, much love to EJA Moving Service. They're professional movers. When you're ready to move and relocate, hit up Eddie and his crew at ejamoving.com. They'll pretty much move anything. Anything you want to move, they'll move it for you. So they're great folks over there. They're awesome to work with. So give them a shout today, 315-335-0516. Also, big ups to my friend, Attorney Dave Longaretta. Give him a call today if you need legal advice, 315-735-6162. Thank you to Utica Coffee and Saranac Brewery. Tomorrow on EC Radio, my man from Moon Boot Lover, Peter Prince, is going to be in. He's not going to be in the house. He's going to be on the Zoom, and I'm looking forward to chopping up with him.
Hopefully that works.
Man, it definitely will work.
Yeah.
I can't see why it went. I don't know what happened on. Everything was fine on our end, I think. It's just maybe, I don't know what happened. But anyways, Peter Prince will be in tomorrow. I spent one of the craziest weekends of my life with that dude.
Really?
Yeah. And he had an acoustic flying V.
Sick.
Did you ever see one of those?
No.
It's an acoustic. So Ryan Montbleu found this acoustic flying V at a thrift store one day. It was like, oh my God, I got to get that for Peter. Because Peter always plays a flying V. Moonboo, even his regular solo band, the trauma unit, all that stuff. He had this acoustic flying V that Ryan gave to him. So I spent the weekend with him.
Yeah.
And Saturday night of that weekend, we were so drunk that Peter falls off the stage. And for him to get back up, the only thing he can use as a crutch was that acoustic flying V. And he grabs it and he uses it as a crutch and he kind of puts it down. And we're in a festival. It's Camp Creek. Camp Creek. Puts it down and he gets up and it kind of breaks.
Oh.
He grabs this thing and throws it like a shot put, more like a javelin because it's stuck in the ground.
Oh my God!
And that's
does he still have it?
I don't know. I'm going to find out tomorrow if he still has that acoustic flying V.
Yeah.
Great.
Wow.
Wild night, man. I've had some wild nights with him, but I'm looking forward to chopping it up with him. And on Wednesday, our boy Bad Justin coming in.
Oh, dude, I miss that dude.
Yeah.
Justin DeLuca, man. Bad Justin.
My old roommate back on a night stream. Looking forward to chopping it up with him. He wants to talk mental health.
Definitely. And there's a picture of us somewhere, and you got to ask him to find it. But we, because he called me Good Justin, I called him Bad Justin, and there's a picture where he's like this, and he's got like the Bad Justin, like devil look, and I'm like this, looking up like Good Justin. It's a good picture, but yeah.
You guys can follow us on all social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel over on Disruption Network. And also make sure you follow Showtime on their Instagram and give their Facebook page a like as well.
Yeah.
You guys got a Twitter over there? You do have a Twitter.
We do have a Twitter. Yeah, I don't check it very often, but and I still I don't know how to post on Twitter. I mean, like, I feel like I use the same hashtags every time I post, and it's like I don't know what to do with that. Instagram is tough to post to, but like once we start playing again, I hope to get back into Instagram and start posting some pictures, of us on the road and when we play different places. So
it'll happen soon enough, brother. I can feel it. I can feel it. Justin, thanks, man. This has been fun. Next Monday we'll come back with Phil Arkeri, and you guys have yourself a good week. We'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.